Alright, so as you can tell, I got a little bit of the top portion put together. I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say because I've been up for a while and I'm kind of sleepy. So sorry about my stuttering and whatever. But as you can tell, I got a bit of her done. I just now need to put a little pole here so I can actually make it so whenever I actually carry her around at my conventions or whatever, that way so when she like whenever she moves around, if I didn't actually put some type of reinforcement, basically what happens is that this will be able to freely come on and off, and the pole will help it from actually just basically doing this or doing this. So I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to most likely put the rest of the top portion together and come back. Alright, so I got the holster for the pole more or less entrenched in its spot. Basically hot glue like all the other wheels and whatnot. And I got a little one to supervise. Or, not a little one, but bandit. Again. So, I'm going to let this dry off and I'm going to take a small break. I still want to do some more testing to see if this thing actually functions like it should. Basically, I'm just going to use it as a normal laptop. So yeah, I'm just going to take about an hour break to actually see how this thing actually functions as an actual laptop, and then I'm going to get back to putting Freyja together. God, you can tell how autistic I am. Ugh. Alright, so I got the pole more or less figured out. I got it entrenched into the upper half of her body. Though I'm pretty sure I'm going to be cutting it about like maybe right around here or so, because I don't think I have it properly aligned. But relatively speaking, it's more or less good to go. Though I might go and shave some of the width of the wooden dowel off because it's just a tad too tight for my liking. With Minmay, it's a little bit more looser than I like, so I don't know exactly what I need to do. Maybe I just need to let it sit like this for about a day or two and let the cardboard actually ease up. Basically, get used to the pole or whatever. Like I said, I don't know what I need to do. So basically, what I need to do now is just build the whole top section. So I'm going to get that figured out, and now I'll come back. Well, I was hoping to start working on Freyja again once I woke up, but some storms came through and knocked out the power. So as you can tell, I am basically using flashlights and a few of my cell phones I have laying around to give me enough light in my room for me to see what the heck is going on, or at least where I can walk around. I'm also using the LED RGB crap lights from Walmart. I'm using my crummy little Dell tablet right here to power these things, since these run off since these run off USB. I can run them off I can just run these off one of my little crummy tablets until power comes back. Power's been out now for about like 3 hours or so, so it definitely sucks. The storms are pretty bad here. And of course, you really can't see it, but yeah. So yeah, it sucks. So I'm just waiting for power to come back. And the power finally came back on. Good grief. It came on around 6:30, not 6:30, but around 6 or so. So the power's been on for about 5 minutes. Well, it was fun while it lasted without any light pollution. Hello, light pollution. Also, now I can finally get back to putting Freyja together. Good grief. Alright, so I'm getting ready to add in the next former piece. And if I actually go to the model itself in the actual program, you can see that the model right here, it doesn't sit proper. Basically, as you can tell, there's a massive gap there. And there's a nice little overhang right here. So what I have to do is I gotta basically mark on this thing where exactly the gaps are and whatnot, and basically just make it so I can make it so I know to ignore this whole section that needs to be ignored, so I don't mess up the whole look and whatnot. So I'm gonna go and do that right now, and I'll come back. All right, so I got everything more or less figured out. I have this line here, so I can know that this is dead center. And I basically marked out this whole little section right here, so I can know not to mess with this whole little area when it comes to actually gluing in this former. So basically, I'll just be gluing on basically this whole section right here up to this point, and then I'll have to basically freeform this whole section to get it to actually be the proper shape and whatnot. And basically, and luckily, I have the actual model here. Thank goodness I have this little model here, so I can actually use this to help me properly get the shape and whatnot. I'm sorry about the camera, not camera, but sorry about my ability to properly record a video. I'm pretty bad at it. So, yeah. Alright, so I think I got it more or less figured out. Since this one doesn't exactly fit properly, I was able to just get the main portions to the proper dimensions and whatnot. Basically, I tried my best to actually follow what's on the actual program. Currently watching a nice little marathon right now to keep myself busy or keep myself entertained as I build this thing. And now I just gotta go in there, add in the reinforcements, and then build the rest of the actual top. And I can already tell that I'll be cutting this thing off, because as you can tell, I'm actually holding her straight up like this. But as you can tell, the freaking sticks at a very cockeyed angle. The actual placement where it needs to be like straight up is actually proper, but the angle won't work. And of course, the camera won't all focus onto the pole because it's too small of an object. But still, you get the general idea. Alright, so I'm going to actually end the video here because it's probably going on long enough. So I finished off basically the whole top portion. I still have to add the arms and the neck and the face and whatnot, but relatively speaking, I got this whole top portion finally complete. I know it really doesn't look right because I have yet to actually finish off the bottom skirt and whatnot. But this is what it looks like so far. She is slowly coming along. And hopefully in the next few days I'll actually have a lot more of her completed. To where she actually looks more like what she's supposed to look like. So like I said, I'm going to end the video here and do some more work on her and come back.